Greetings everyone, and Grade here with another Company Heroes 2 replay, straight from the live games lobby. On the north side as blue OKW, we have Amon, Goth. On the south side as the British forces, we have Arcka, who's immediately locked in the Lend-Lease Assault Regiment. So we may see some assault infantry sections relatively soon. We do see another infantry section on the field. Maybe going for 2 infantry sections to assault sections, who knows? He knows. You can go for a mortar at this moment, but against OKW player, probably not a good idea to go for the mortar. He does go for the assault section. Pioneers go straight for that fuel sector. It is conjoined to this sector here, so he will get the fuel income immediately. Though don't neglect these sectors here. You can see +3 and 5. It's just plus 7. Effectively, going for both those sectors give you the same amount of fuel with good amount of munitions. Volkswageners pushing their way forward. Getting nice and close to the intersection, trying to stop the point from being decaptured. It looks like he will be successful. The intersection are not behind any sort of cover, so they retain their debuff. Bovar can go around, capture the sectors. Very nice. This intersection squad is taking time to capture his own sectors. We've got the assault section pushing their way forward now. And looks like he may be only going for one assault section. He does have enough manpower for another. Maybe a good idea to go for Vickers right now. This map is pretty wide open. Maybe only a good idea to go for one section. Assault section. His bulletins also indicates... Oh, goes for a mortar. I don't really like the 81mm mortar. It's the US mortar. Since it got nerfed pretty hard. Granted, when it was added in, it was actually way overpowered. It can do okay, but I'm not a big fan of it. Volkswagen is taking some severe damage. The assault section taking some damage as well, being focused on by the Volksgrenadiers. This one does need to fall back. Does fall back. Storm Pioneers come for the Storm. Assault section does fall back. Now they can rotate and get nice and close to the intersection and get a nice big hugs. Mortar does get a decent hit there onto the Volksgrenadiers. It looks like it is a barrage attack there. Very nice. The Volksgrenadiers now getting hit by this intersection. So we've got 2 assaults, 2 regular intersection, and 1 mortar. Guvagan driving around, taking some damage here. Some Pioneers pushing their way forward. They gotta be careful. The intersection is running away from them. Since they're already pretty winchy, they should just stand and fought. And now the Storm Pioneer squad needs to fall back. Volkswagen is getting a little bit too close. Get a bit of friendly fire damage.
Supply half-track is in action. Standing by for setting of command post.
SW's half-track's deployed in the field. Oh, I just realized the OKW player does have the Ironhide bulletin, which is a very, very good bulletin. And now the Volkswagen is falling back.
Enemy infantry! Squad stand to! Doing right this time!
This infantry section needs to fall back. Far too wounded. Volkswagen pushing the way forward.
They're trying to take it.
Does get the cutoff sector, and it's somewhat understandable that he's blobbing his way forward because it's just straight out its own base. Volkswagen do take a small hit there. Intersection is falling on back. We do have this intersection falling back. Assault section try and keep his distance. They're not super wounded right now. The Pioneers get inside this garrison and do some great work. Does stop the VP from being decaptured. Yeah, he really should have gotten inside the garrison.
armed enemies trying to take a point from us.
They're trying to get a shot at our flag. It's getting a little dangerous here.
Vicar is sitting on up. Mortar range a little bit short. Does avoid the Vicar's burst. Next round could be a bit more effective. Looks like it's not.
Ready! Target captured. No enemy contact. All set.
Vickers captured
We're losing
central
a capture
VP.
point.
If you look at the map, looks like the British player has horrendous field control. He should. This munition sector is not even captured in the first place, and he could easily send a squad or two to capture the flanks. Overall, he has very horrible control, I would say. He's just trying to fight. He's not fighting well enough. Section, Duke behind some heavy cover there. Got those Volksgrenadiers not in cover, but captured the sector. The hedge line itself may have been omnidirectional. Either way, we do now have the intersection falling back. He's constantly just trying to hit the cutoff sector, which is generally a good idea, but his opponent still has a field sector, even if he does get this cutoff sector, and also has 4 other strategic points. So that's still even if he gets the cutoff sector. Look, right now he's at 52 to 39. If once the sector gets cut off, he should still at least have more than half. 23, 26, so yeah, he still has half.
This is it.
And he, even though he has half income, he still has more income than his opponent. Yeah, the British player, he does get the Vickers there. He's going to be fighting against the Mechanized Q, who's going for a Lux. He's going for the VP now. Kuvagen, not really been in combat all too much, but will be getting some shot rounds onto the assault section now. Volksgrenadier is getting suppressed. One squad is not currently suppressed. Kuvagen gets a nice flank and forces him back. Mortar gets some good hits there. A bit too wounded to engage the intersection. Needs to fall back. He's good lose it. The assault section's right here.
Light tank ready for action.
Looks like the Stone Pioneers will be saved. You're now the small cat on the field. The term looks is the German word for lynx, so it is like a small cat. Yes, everything in the German army is basically named after cats, barring the elephant / Ferdinand. Volksgrenadiers do take a bit of damage there. Kuvagen can take some fire. And that Kuvagen quickly goes on down. Volksgrenadiers are falling back as well. Should be able to skip out of there. Another Sturm Pioneer being put on the field. Doesn't really need a Sturm Pioneer. I would say it'd be a good idea not to go Sturm Pioneer, but go for another SWS half track and I establish the sheer panzer quarters, because he almost has enough fuel for panzer authorization as well. So by the time the sheer panzer quarter gets fully built, he can go ahead and get the gun upgraded. This one is now going for an AEC. Vickers here. This section pushing their way forward. G34 gets a good volley there, so does the looks.
We've secured the point. Time for a brew, eh?
Standing by.
Volksgrenadier's been upgraded. German Pioneers charging the way forward with 2 of them there that can easily overwhelm assault section. A section here being overran by the Volkswageners, very blobbing his way forward. Mortar getting some good hits there. That's half his kills, but almost efficiency 1 now. Getting some good damage. Assault section just getting ripped apart.
Now available for units.
And he doesn't appear to have medics yet on the field, does he? And any sort of CQB squad needs medics for any follow-up engagement.
Squad knocked out.
Promoted.
A capture point is being overrun.
Of course, he does have the initial structure, AEC. You still need a decent amount of fuel before getting out the next structure.
Enemy threatening a capture
Looks
point.
taking some shots there. 1 pen does use the range ability that does not improve the armor penetration. Pure Panzer Corps is being put on the field, a very aggressive position, but it's not under siege. It will cover this VP quite nicely, and will provide quite a bit of coverage to the map. I think that's not exactly the greatest spot. If you wanted the VP covered, maybe better to go right there so it can help cover the cutoff sector. Speaking of which, it is being decaptured. AEC can push forward, get some shots on in. We do have... Wait. An assault section with hits?
Good shot. Armor destroyed.
Does take out the looks there. Apparently you can get a Piet in both Thompsons. I did not know you can actually get both of those.
A new infantry section is ready for battle.
Yeah, must be in territory, so you can get 2 Thompsons and a Piet. I don't know how to feel about that. I'm not a big fan of the design of the
Enemy
assault
causing
sections.
trouble, trying to take one of our points.
And I don't think single Piets are that great, honestly. I mean, not like I can get out heat grenades as well. They have access to smoke, white phosphorus, and frag. But no heat grenade. Yeah, I don't think that's a great idea, they're getting Piets on top of the assault sections. I could be mistaken, but I don't believe that's a good idea. Chair Panzer Corps is firing away, getting some damage there. Piet does get forced on back.
Anti-tank rockets on the field.
The cannon warfare now deployed on the field, going for a second AEC. What is this British player even thinking? He has a bunch of single Piets. He does go for Piets on these guys. Just appears to be the one. Is he just going to try to kill any sort of armor with 1,000 cuts? The OKW player has not selected Doctrine just yet. Ocean Jaeger seems pretty good to me. Gets out some elite infantry against all the more generalist builds. Generalist build units tend to be countered by dedicated anti-infantry and elite infantry. So Volkswageners seem pretty good to me, as well as Oberstdotson.
Heavy armored
Doesn't
car
really
ready.
need the Fear Storm for any of these assets. The Flame Hetzer could be decent. Against 2 ACs, maybe not. I don't think I've ever had to say 2 ACs against a Flame Hetzer before, though. Definitely does not need the Jagdpanzer. Jag Tiger. So, yeah, probably not the breakthrough doctrine. I don't see anything really useful. I think Luftwaffe ground forces going for the Volkswagenmakers is probably the best thing to bring out on the field. Or just Oberstdotson. Fear Storm could be useful. See, he has mechanized. Actually, for mechanized, maybe a good idea to go for the Fear Storm to get the Opel Blitz truck for healing. Going for a Panzer IV, not bad. It is going to be up armored Panzer IV as well. And speaking about medics, or the lack thereof, the British player still does not have medics in the field.
A capture point is being overrun. Our supply line's broken.
Yeah, I don't really like the British composition at all. He does get the, this is of course the Lend-Lease Assault Regiment. He can get M10s, which are falsely named Achilles because they don't have 70-pounders. They still have the US 76mm. But that also requires the next structure. It's also, I really don't like the fact that this is a doctrine unit. It's just not powerful enough to be considered a doctrine unit, in my opinion. And same with the M5s. Like, I just don't like some of the final patch they had in the game. There's a lot of changes I really did not like they did with the doctrines. Ostrupen primarily, but I don't really like this doctrine, among other things. I think a Greyhound would be great for this doctrine. Oh, getting an anti-infantry tool for the British.
Supply line's been cut.
How many mortars is that?
Let's get to work.
He has 2 mortars in the field. He is using barrage. The barrage does have pretty good rate of fire. Does get a good hit there on the assault regiment, or the assault section. Does capture the VP.
Engine wound up.
Still need repairs on the AEC over here. Royal Engineers being brought on forward with that. Volkswagen push way forward. The Volkswagen is going to do just fine versus these sections. Don't get inside the garrison. The garrison's almost destroyed. Mortar does get decarrowed.
The gun is not crude.
One of the Volkswagen do fall back.
An infantry
And
section
decides
of
to
Tommies
fall
has
back
been trained.
both of those Volkswagen. He goes for another assault regiment for some odd reason. So got a wipe on something. Looks like got a wipe on the Sturm Pioneers there. Not paying enough attention in that region. Going for some smoke there. Very nice. Well, I'm not exactly playing, more of just casting. But you're welcome. We do not have the assault section getting hit by the Panzer IV with a nice force by the ground. Mortars trying to hit the Panzer IV, but the mortars can't do any damage to the Panzer IV. Maybe 1 point of damage at most. Ooh, great shot there.
Squad knocked out.
Mark 3 waiting for orders.
Enemy causing trouble, trying to take one of our points.
Oh, here, dude, now the Vickers engaging. Volksgrenadier is taking some damage. And now the intersection, or the Vickers squad is falling on back. You now have the Sturm Pioneer take a bit of fire from the AEC. Penchak could push a little bit forward to get some of the rounds onto the AEC. Thank you. Will do.
The enemy cut our supply line.
Does fall back there after capturing the sector. AEC is moving around. Mortars raining on in. He can receive some Panzerfaust. Does fall back there. He does not have a battle group HQ, which means no healing. Maybe a good idea just to save up a King Tiger. Maybe a Warframen half-track with Stukas Afus. That could be maybe decent as well. Got the upgun. Rear Panzer quarters. Another SWS half-track. So this looks like it is going to eye for the King Tiger. I wonder how effective Assault Barrage would be in this situation. I know I've sort of already wrote off Breakthrough Doctrine, but maybe Assault Barrage could be decent. Force from the ground there, very nice. Both spinners pushing their way forward. Decides to fall back. Could have got some passive house off and easily force back the intersection. Hands forward, rotating around. Mortars getting some hits there. And hits here.
Sorry, but we're being bloody shot at!
Section does fall back there. AEC sort of dancing around a little bit. Looks like out of vision range.
The AT gun you ordered is ready. Enemy threatening a capture point.
Each section does get an end there with the Piet.
Do it right this time.
Being shot at now! Flank attack by enemy!
As for does get a good hit there.
We're losing a capture point.
Bolt Cinders moving forward, trying to get some damage here on the salt section. Now got the Schumpiners blitzing their way forward. Actually, it is the Breakthrough Doctrine going for the Breakthrough ability, which can be quite decent.
The squad's gone.
But he did lose one of the sections, the assault sections. As for getting rid of some repairs, there goes one of the ECs. The other EC maybe next.
So on that extra strike!
Schumpiner takes some more damage, does lose the Schumpiner, but does take out both AECs. Stun grenade there.
We've lost a Mark III armored car.
And there goes that intersection. Now I do have the strafing support not being brought in, which may get some good damage on the Panzer IV. Does get some good damage there onto the Schumpiners. 6-pounder gets a hit. Decides to blitz on back. Pure Panzer Quarters can deactivate the flat gun ability. Volkswagen is now pushing the way forward.
Damned enemies trying to take a point from us.
Mortars raining on in. Got some good hits there. Nice thing about those mortars is they're dirt cheap. When mortars work in pairs, they're very, very powerful.
Line's been cut.
Ooh, does get the full wipe there. Does activate the Breakthrough Doctrine or Breakthrough ability, which means they can rapidly capture sectors.
Our capture point. They're trying to take it.
Best not get inside this garrison. As much as it's going to be very good against, say, that wooden mortar, this Piet could easily destroy the structure itself. Another hands forward, push way forward. Each section
Enemies
does get
threatening a capture
put out
point.
there. Got a Bofors not being put on the field. Transport can easily deal with it. Best not go for the Jag Tiger.
Armored car completed.
King Tiger, however, could be very useful. He is going for... No, don't get the Panther. Panther's dedicated anti-tanky, or not fighting against tanks at all.
Damned enemies trying to take a point from us.
AEC,
Orders.
another one deployed on the field. The British player has not advanced to the next structure. Bofors now deployed on the field. Each section may go down. Does not go down. Yeah, the Panther's dedicated AT. Don't view it as anything else other than dedicated AT. Get some good damage there. Bofers rolling some misses there. MG-34 firing away. There's a chance that he may get wiped out, but the assault sections don't have Thompsons. Panzer IV and Panther now pushing their way forward. MG's falling on back. Another Bofers. Well, he doesn't need Bofers. He needs. He goes for any vehicle in placement. 17 pounder would be a lot more useful than Bofers, but he doesn't need a Bofers. Boy, these two players' decision making is horrible.
Air support is coming as requested.
I do like the use of the mortar smoke, that's for sure. I always love see players using smoke. It is an ability that people should use more often.
We're losing a capture point.
But he does smoke out the VP to allow his opponent to capture it up in front of the Bofers. Oh, though the smoke is starting to fade. You get the point decapture, no problem. Oh no, he gets pinned immediately. And he actually make it wiped out. That pin was very quick. Another straight sport. Get some good damage there onto that Panzer IV. I wonder what actually spotted him. Hang on. Was it the... How did he get spotted? The Panther's getting spotted because it's shooting up the aircraft, but before, I suppose maybe when the Panzer IV was shooting at the aircraft, then the rocket run hit him. That makes sense. His squad takes some damage, does get hit by that Bofers.
Squad knocked out.
The section does get wiped out there, 6 pounder getting some good hits. Volkswagen's not falling back. Getting some rounds on the boat, it's not bad. There's a line of sight blocker. If he pushes forward, if you take a lot less damage from that 6 pounder, but it looks like he's not actually getting hit by it. Malco can slowly whittling down the intersection. AEC is now pushing way forward. Panther's running away.
Anti-tank gun ready to do some damage.
Looks like now he's taking some shots onto the battle group HQ. Does use a bit of smoke there. Rear Panzer quarters out of range. Battle group HQ has 4 retreat points established in the middle of the map. There's still a drop Pantrek there. Does go for a squad of Panzer Fusiliers and upgrade a little Pantreks. Which that's actually better AT than right now than Panther if he needs, because that would be useful as AC, while the Panther just far too overkill onto the AEC. Another Panzer IV would have been much better, but kind of over rolling some misses.
Emplacement under attack.
Now that these squads can repair it up, he does get the mechanized HQ for repairs. The repair upgrade onto it. He does not have shown pioneers for repairs.
Wireless intercepts put Harry Hun on 200 points.
Raw engineers falling
Enemy
him back.
causing trouble,
Mortars.
trying to take one of our points.
You know, I'm actually not exactly sure what this mortar's trying to hit. Over here, I guess? We kind of were finally getting some hits there on the Bofors. But now the Moors are retaliating.
The enemy are attacking an emplacement.
Rotating around. Panther now fully repaired by the mechanized HQ. And these mortars are very, very vulnerable. Structure does go down there. One of the mortars do go down.
Weapon crew are, I'm afraid, quite
One thing you
dead.
could do is push forward the Panzer IV, get behind the structure, and then fortify the ground.
6-pounder anti-tank gun finished.
Assault barrage now being brought on in. Assault artillery. The other Volkswagens are falling back as well. Does use brace. Will hit everything in this
Tactical Air
region.
Force is sending support.
Gonna go for gets a shot there on this one. Does get the brace active as well.
An emplacement is being attacked.
He may not have enough population. He went for the assault officer. I sort of storm officer. Don't really agree with that. He should have kept the population space open and keep the manpower up so he can bring in the King Tiger. Right now, his opponent has nothing to deal with King Tiger. AEC
Capture point is
charging
being
forward.
overrun.
Attack by enemy. Sorry, chaps.
Okay. He's now bringing the straight support.
Mark III armored car has been destroyed.
Not going to do much, honestly. Takes out the mechanical worker, will splash this Panther a little bit, not a whole lot. Not retreating back the Panzer Fusilier is a different matter issue, though. And now the HQ will start
Infantry squad
hitting
trained and ready to
those
go.
aircraft. Another assault section to pull on the field for some odd reason. Regular intersections at this point in time would be much better. Panzer IV going way too far in. Why are there 3 6-pounders there? This game is way too well matched, and that is not a good thing to say. Lig is firing away, very nice. Hopefully he does use the force fire ground technique as well. He actually may be force fire on the ground, which is a good idea
Supply
to
line's
do.
been cut.
We don't run at the micro too much, just let it pick away at it. So the barrages will give you a little bit extra range.
The enemy are attacking an emplacement.
Bofors do go down, Schumacher does fall back. Volksgrenadiers in the region. We do have the breakthrough ability activated. More light hits there. Looks like he is forced on the ground. Volksgrenadiers engaging the Royal Engineers. Good hit there by the light. I'm pretty sure that's still from the force fire of the ground. Nope, now it's an actual barrage. Good hit there, and the mortars are way too stacked up. Lig is now Veteran C1, which will increase the range of smoke barrages. Put it there under Sturm Officer. Panther exists. Another Panzer IV being blown in field. One probably a good idea to just save the King Tiger. He would have plenty of fuel for it, and it would be nothing really much you can do. 3 6-pounders is though quite deadly. But it'll be less deadly to a King Tiger than to a Panzer IV.
A new infantry section is ready for battle. A capture point is being overrun.
Starting to capture Central VP once again. Vickers here.
Our supply lines
Does get a volley there. Vickers now reloading. And now we do have the Central VPs decaptured. I think these are actual intersection models screwed up with it. They actually have decent rifles. Or maybe those machine gun models. I can never really tell those apart. I think they are the same models. That's why I put in my mod the yellow guys. They're the assault section models to differentiate the two. More mortar smoke there. Very nice. Volksgrenadiers push forward and utilize it. He knows he forced back the Vickers. Breakthrough is currently active. So Officer is taking some damage. Panther takes a pot shot. Henceforth needs to push foot forward, and there goes. Intersection does get forced back. More mortar hits here.
Just give us a target.
Section pushes their way forward. More mortar smoke. Very nice. The British player still is not teched up.
An emplacement is being attacked.
This section does get forced back. Vickers firing away. Volksrangers do get forced on back. You can always use forced retreat, though he just has a point capture, so you don't have to worry about forced retreat. You now have the Bowfers being engaged. Where's the 6-pounders? 6-pounders back here. Assault section of P pushed way forward. Gets a pen there. More hits there. Panzer IV firing away. Rear armor. Oh, no, looks like the Panzer IV is getting hit, not the Panther. Forces charging way forward. The assault section will likely get wiped out. Does get wiped out there.
The squad's gone.
Both are still alive. Assault section charging way forward will likely get wiped out. We got a picked up weapon there. I think I'll repeat it. Bowfers almost down to the leg. Another Royal Engineer being pulled on out. Bowfers taking some more damage. Why is he going for another Panther? There's literally no vehicles. Panthers are not good versus infantry. At all.
Attacking an emplacement. An engineer
They're
unit
really
is ready
bad.
for action.
Panthers are really bad against infantry. I think
An emplacement has been destroyed.
there goes that in Bowfers. Literally almost any other vehicle would be better for the OKW player right now. Or on the Jagdpanzer. That's the only thing I could say that's worse off. Even the Jag Tiger would be better against infantry because it at least has some munition-based abilities to barrage your opponent with.
Our capture point. They're trying to take it.
Panzer IV is reasonable versus infantry. The Warframe half-track is reasonable for infantry. Pumas are dirt cheap. Immobile, I suppose they're not as great versus infantry either. Warframe half-track would be nice to have to help deal with those mortars. Kupelwagen, I would rate a Kupelwagen higher in infantry capability than a Panther. Panzer IV does get a shot there. He is forced on the ground, very nice. Very good mortar smoke for the British player. He does get out a third mortar. He has 3 AT guns, 3 mortars, and a Vickers. Perfect time to deploy out a Stukas half-track. Does another strafing run. HQ's already firing away. You've got, of course, decent amount of pinner mounts that help you hit the aircraft, and he's just gonna pull out the sector. These guys have plenty of health. I think that's was the machine gun one. Now they're dead. Now you can push forward. Great mortar hits here, that's for sure. But poor mortar placement.
Gun is not crude. Not anymore.
That one was Veteran C3, like
Enemy
this
causing
one.
Trouble, trying to take one of our points.
Panther pushing their way forward. Panzer IV here.
Ready to do our bit. Samlers, under fire!
Mortar does go down.
You are, I'm afraid, quite dead.
Under fire!
6-pounders push way forward. Can make short work of the Panzer IV. Gets 2 pens there, just need another 2 pens instead. 6-pounders charging way forward. Now got the assault barrage not being utilized. One does get decrewed.
We've lost an anti-tank.
Both these guys sitting on up, trying to hit the Panzer IV. Or trying to hit the Panther. This hits the Panther. This one will likely get decrewed by the assault barrage.
One of our anti-tank guns is gone. Damned enemies trying to take a point from us.
6-pounder charging way forward. Will get decrewed there.
We've lost an anti-tank gun.
Vickers still causing some issues. The British player has almost nothing left. Going for ACs. Why?
Units of
Bro
engineers
Engineers
have been
goes
killed.
down as well. This game's breaking me. In not a good way. The British player should 3 AECs. Why? The Pumas do have decent range. AECs don't. You can't really make mass AEC work like mass Puma.
The enemy is trying to overrun our HQ.
I suppose doing a bait, attacking opponent's base with the Panther is a viable
Capture point is being
option.
overrun.
You don't really need this Panther's plenty of health. It can push forward. The Panzer IV sitting behind for gets repairs. Not a half bad idea since
HQ has been destroyed.
there are no Sturm Pioneers in the field. Still just a single P on both these squads. He has been utilizing his munitions, so
HQ is
can't
under
really be
attack.
wasteful
Enemy
on building,
trig is
getting more
dead.
Piets.
Armored car here. What next?
You can usually force back the MG by using the force retreat ability.
We're losing a capture point.
This Sturm Officer has a Piet and a Panzerschreck, so it has decent amount of AT. There's the force retreat, very nice. 4 AECs. The opponent has 2 Panthers. Don't go for mass AEC spam when you have your opponent has 2 Panthers.
Worse than a pub scrap down the East End docks.
Heavy armored car ready.
As I mentioned, the Panzer IV is OKW Panzer IV, which means more armor as well. I think the OKW Panzer IV has more armor than the Panthers. So he's going to be fighting against 3 brick walls. Probably definitely does have more armor, especially with the Iron Hide bulletin. Because I think the base armor of the OKW Panzer IV is like 134 or 234. So plus 5% means what? 10, 11 extra armor. Fifth AEC on the build queue. Jawohl.
What's the mission?
The mission is to capture that sector.
Armored car completed. Our headquarters are under fire.
I think as well, the OKW player does also have a Mechanical Warfare on the field as well as Panzerschreck plus Piet with the Sturm Officer. He has adequate amount AT versus these AECs. He has plenty of fuel as well. He may just go all in a mass AEC. Is that even a thing? He has plenty of BPs he could trade for manpower.
Heavy armored car ready.
To be honest, I don't know how many Panthers and Panzer IVs does it take to kill off 6 AECs. I have built that many Pumas before, but never AECs. I think the Pumas do have higher range than AECs, so they're actually decent at being mass spammed.
Our capture point.
Plus, allied
They're trying to
armor
take it.
is lower than usually Axis armor,
Supplies looking a bit squiffy. Line's been cut.
especially against T-34s. Infrastructure does fall back, but now I've got the Vickers sitting on up.
Enemy causing trouble. Try. HQ is under attack.
Now it's taking shots against the HQ. He only has to destroy 2 structures because his opponent only has these 2 structures. He should probably bring the other Panther and Panzer IV this way.
Tommy's has been trained.
Because if he charges over here with the ESCs, he could actually lose his base. And this structure is actually down less than half health now.
Typical enemy trick, isn't it?
Here comes AECs.
Mark 3 waiting for orders.
There's also a lot of destroyed AT guns the OKW player could build. He's going straight over there, but that's not where all the structures are. Every single HQ truck is the annihilation target. Panther takes some severe damage. Got another rocket run coming on in. Panther may actually go down.
Armored vehicle gone.
Panther does go down.
Trying to overrun our HQ.
The rocket run's hitting the carcass of the Panther. He has exposed rear armor. Not very good idea. The camera set up in a good position there.
We've lost a Mark III armored car.
Assault barrage has been brought on in. He's some damage. The camera worker does go down. He needs to recruit it. The sheer transporter getting distracted by the aircraft. Actually, it's a bad idea for that thing to fire an aircraft. It is perfectly fine to fight AECs, but now it's being distracted by the aircraft. So anti-aircraft mode is a wrong choice. Jump Pioneers need or Volkswagen need to get some passive fast off. Handstrike does give it a shot there. Battlegroup HQ does go down. No,
We've lost a Mark III
one
armored
structure
car.
remains. All EC are down. King Tiger to pull on the field. Just have the Panther go this way. So now you can't pull out any more AECs or AECs or anything from that structure. You can still build the platoon command. Actually, no. You actually require for the platoon command post to be repaired in order to get the company command post. You know, I actually never knew that because who loses their platoon command posts without having the company command post built?
Weapon crew lost.
So the OKW, or not OKW player, the British player is completely dead in the water. He needs to go out a Royal Engineer and get repairs. And now the British player surrendered. What was that game? This is Angrade saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay.